ShopBuddy. Imagine if you had a personal assistant every time you went shopping. An assistant who does not suggest to you the best product in the market, but the best product that suits your requirements. That is precisely what ShopBuddy does. How it works is whenever you register with any store, for instance Walmart or Big Bazaar maybe, the store creates a unique profile for each user by consulting a team of experts, which generate suggestions not based on the purchase history of the customer or the current market trends, but based on the requirements of the user, which is tailored exactly to the needs of the user. How we plan on implementing it on store kiosks as well as phones. For now, we only have implemented this for food products. It can also be extended for other products. Without taking much time, we would like to demo the application.
After one and all, as she mentioned, the demo which I'll be showing now is from the perspective of a user who's actually already registered and has a profile developed for him. So I'll just be starting directly from a state wherein I've reached the login screen of my application, which is something like this. And usually I just log in with my user credentials. So once I log in, I'm presented with a set of options which you can see like the home page, the profile, suggestions, and a cart. So what we're talking about here is a supermarket basically. So my profile is something which is presented half, like given the details are given a little bit by me, and the rest are generated by the store. So over here, once I go, you can see that my name is displayed, and also displayed is vitamin B2 and protein in this case. How this comes up is, as she mentioned, that we consult, whenever we register with the store for the first time, we consult a set of experts and we develop a unique profile for each user. So let's say this is me. So I, studying my case, the experts decide that I require a lot of vitamin B2 and protein. So the count for these two are going to be set to, let's say, 90 in this case. And also the profile says that I'm allergic to bananas. So let's say now whenever I go shopping, in this case the health products is what we are considering. So I don't have to do my research, or I don't have to actually go and read the ingredients of each product. What the application is going to do for me is it's going to take my profile, it's going to take the details out of my profile, it's going to run through the database and compare it against the ingredients of each product, and then give me an output, a suggestion in this case, which is going to be best for my health. So I just go ahead and click, and also have the option of updating, wherein I can change my normal details and save it, or I can choose to have an appointment with the expert so that I can update my profile again. The core functionality of the application is this, which is the suggestions. Here you can see that I get a few products suggested for me, and this may look very simple, but this is the heart of the application, as in all the products available in my store are being compared against my personal profile, and these are the products which you can see in the table which have been suggested for me to buy, and also presented rather as a graph which is based on the price ranges of the products. So, and one more feature which we have is, obviously everyone's been talking about these long queues and also one simple solution is to adding it to a cart and auto billing. So we also have that, but the cart not only is used for billing in our case, what we can also do is, let's say I want to select these 4 items. I've not yet bought them, but I think that, I haven't gone through my suggestions, I just select that these are the 4 items I think I'm going to buy. All I do is I click this button called compare. So what happens is I'm presented with these 2 picks against the products, cornflakes and protein shake. And you can see that I've selected 4, but only picks are against the 2 products. Why is this? This is because the suggestions have told me that these 2 are the products which I should go in for according to my health requirements. So this is the basic idea which we had for the application, that is tailoring the shopping experience and providing a shopping assistant for every user who enters any supermarket. So all the research work and all the other homework which a user has to do is eliminated, and from, let's say, the retail viewers or the vendor's perspective, this becomes very essential, because what he can do is, once he has so much data and so much personalization for each customer, the customer management and the relationships can increase like anything. So this is the basic idea, and obviously we plan to implement this on store kiosks and the mobile phones. Also we have all the functionalities of the SAP UI5 implemented, like we have the search. You also have to share, so probably when you're in a store and using the store kiosk, you can share stuff like, I bought this product and it really helped me a lot, so we can add that to the product history. And let's say it's just connected to more people via this, and the whole UI is very simple and interactive, and the logging out is a very simple functionality. Just click that button and you're logged out again. So that's how the whole prototype works.
Cool. So it is a differentiated in terms of how you are offering a retail experience, more with personalization, more with conscious people who are conscious about health, which is pretty good. Um, when you came to the suggestions screen, you actually gave a list of products, and then you also gave a chart below that. So was there any rationale to connect the chart with cost because what he's probably looking at from a health perspective, because assuming this is an app available for the health conscious person who's coming and looking at those suggestions.
Not exactly. We implemented only health aspect of things for now.
Right.
But if you're talking about generalization, we can, if let's say you've given us your color, which is your favorite color. So we're going to look for applications. We obviously will have to add parameters in our database and work. Like, let's say your favorite color is blue, and you go in shopping for shirts. We're going to suggest you blue shirts which are tailored for you, kind of stuff.
Okay.
So this is only one small part of the whole idea which we have.
Okay, great. So just that I didn't get that the suggestion was based on the cost. So
Suggestions were based on the proteins and the vitamin counts. The cost was just to
yeah. So why did that? I didn't see the relevance of the chart vis-a-vis what you've given them for
user
suggestion.
experience and make use of the functionality. So we thought this is okay for an implementation today.
Okay. So probably the relevance could have been the allergens closer to the banana type of allergens, right? Which are closer to that. Which we have graded, then probably he might be able to choose, oh, this is probably closer to the allergens which are closer to
No. What has happened is the thing which is being presented to you, the ingredients, the products with ingredients as bananas are not at all shown to you. Like we have shown it in the database, which have proteins that have bananas as well are not at all shown to you. The query is written in such a way. So you don't need to worry, once you get the suggestion from this app, you don't have to bother to look at the ingredients.
Okay, thanks.
We are assuming that when a person is going to shop, he's shopping for oneself,
Yeah.
right? But what if the shopping is pooled for the whole family? So how does that situation become relevant to the chart that you showed up here?
Can I answer that question?
Yes, please.
This initially was developed for one person, but maybe we can extend it for an entire family. An entire family will have a login ID, and their average requirements can be validated, and they can log in and get the.
I think it was an interesting use case. If I were to pick, I think you probably got. If you were a real commercial application, too many things. The only thing, if you could just focus on this allergy portion, that as a standalone could be huge. But the question for me is, where do you get the ingredient data? If I take it a step and say, okay, this can become a startup, where do you do the retailers? That's what I don't know. How easy it is to get that.
The way we plan to have it is, once you go, like the first time you go to a big bazaar, you have a small appointment, like at any health club. Nowadays, if you go for the first time, you have a small appointment with a specialist doctor or someone. So probably have something like that for one time, and based on the meeting, you fill up the data.
No, not your data. I'm saying the product, the ingredients of a product. How do you get that into your database?
I believe it's available at
I don't know. That's I feel it's a hard problem.
We assumed it to be available.
Lastly, I would like to thank all of the SAP experts, Mr. Prashant, Mr. Vasu, Ms. Anjali, and I took the privilege of calling them by their names because they were no less than a friend from the past 2 days. Thank you.